Oh hey, I didn't see you there. Welcome back to The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. Plus, we're going to play a mod today which is called Borderline. This is a mod by Lord Melon, who I know did some work with the Genesis Plus crew, so you know that he's got some good ideas and some good stuff going for you. This is a pretty weird mod, honestly, and I've heard that there are some synergies that kind of crash it, or at least make you, like, stupidly overpowered. So we will be hoping to get some of those today and see exactly everything going on in this mod. We also have on here, besides Eden starting with modded items, we also have revamped special rooms on, which is a mod that we used a long time ago, and then I kind of forgot existed, so we have it back on again. It's a pretty cool one, just makes our special rooms a little bit more interesting. So let's random it up here. And you know how mod spotlights work. Eventually I'm just, oh lord. Well, this is going to be unique, huh? Lost Run. Let's do it. Let's give ourselves Borderline. So here we go. Borderline. There it is. What a happy time to be alive. Here's what it does. When you fire a shot, it speeds up after you do it. And it will, when it hits things, explode into more shots. That's really kind of how it is. You're probably like, this seems very powerful. The shots that pop out after you hit stuff do not do as much damage as an original shot. So while it does seem pretty powerful, here's the CQEZ41SCY. While it does seem very powerful, it's not as powerful as one might think. And usually if it hits a wall, it'll explode. But with Spectral Tears right now, that is not doing that. So maybe that's an anti-synergy. Maybe it's just Maybelline. I have no idea. Anyway, since we're on a XL floor, we can take one of the two item rooms just to make this run a little bit fairer. And I'm a little bit scared. You know, whenever I get a lost run, I'm kind of like, could be a problematic thing for Mod Spotlight, but hopefully we persevere. I knock out an incredible lost win with a pretty fun modded item, and we basically win the Stanley Cup. Who needs the Penguins when we can have me firing Borderline shots? That's what I'm going for right now. So that is that. How are you guys doing? I'm doing okay. The second video today. Already did the Mr. Meeseeks mod that you saw yesterday. That was a pretty good run, I'd say, but I'm excited to try out this one, and honestly, I was ready for the challenge. This is exactly what I needed. I needed to be the Lost, I needed to accomplish greatness, and we needed to have a fantastic run. So this is special rooms coming into effect, giving us Jack all in a cursed room. Don't really appreciate that in all honesty, but what are you gonna do? We still have an item room somewhere. I would like to find it. This guy proves to be pretty much useless for us in every way, shape, and form. Anything he drops is just pretty much useless to our run. So I can't say anything positive about this situation besides the fact that it provided me with some practice for a future room. But even then, that's being incredibly generous towards that boss. Small rock would have been dope. I will continue to open tinted rocks just on the hope of getting small rock, but it is something to be said that's probably not the smartest idea on the planet. Finger is okay, but I want to see what the other item room is before I bite the bullet and take that one. But I do actually like Finger as an item. I think that it can do a little bit of damage in scenarios where you don't want to get super close to an enemy, and I think that has some benefits. Yeah, Isaac's Heart is not really what I'm looking for on a Lost run. So I'm going to go pick up Finger. It's going to be a good time. Watch where you point that. I'm watching. And this should do a little bit of damage against bosses now, which is going to be a good thing for us. Should we check out the shop? We have some money. I feel like it's probably in our best interest to look at the shop. We could probably scrounge around and get enough money for something. Honestly, I don't really even want anything from the shop. So I'm just going to move on. Go to our boss fight. We're going to get a cube of meat here. Not really what the doctor ordered, if I'm being honest with you, but a cube of meat still has a lot of value on an Isaac run. Any orbital is going to do good things. I was just kind of more looking for an early damage up, early tears up, early shot speed up, anything like that would have been great. But there's our cube of meat, and then we got a monster fight. Pretty much a very straightforward, an easy first floor here. We do have a deal with the devil coming, which will hopefully contain a lot of stupidly good items. Hopefully it contains something that synergizes well with borderline here. But I want to see weird synergies. Like, what the hell does something like Ludo do? Maybe nothing, but maybe something. Wow, Mom's Pearls is also pretty bad. But these are okay. Although, honestly, they're both completely useless. I mean, this gives us a book for the bookworm transformation. And this does jack all. So, I mean, what are you going to do? It made us look cool. I'll give it that. But let's head down to the next floor. Took a sip of water there. My bad. Gotta stay hydrated. Let's go up here. Guppy items. Guppy items could prove to be a positive thing. I'm drowsy and pretty fly for a nice guy. I had a comment the other day that said, pretty fly for a nice guy? That doesn't even make any sense. And I was like, do you know the song, my good man? Because if you don't know the song, it ain't going to make much sense. What the hell does Wooden Cross do for us? We already have Holy Mantle. If I'm being honest with you, I'm thinking this is going to do jack all nothing. But maybe it gives us 2 Holy Mantle plays. That could be very good. We'll stick on to it. There's no reason to not take it. You know, a wise man once said, if it's not broke, don't fix it. And in this case, you know, it's not broke, so there's no reason to not take it. Does that make a lot of sense? Not really, but, you know, stuff happens. Yeah, I don't think that's worth it in the slightest. Some chests, maybe, but that right there, not high on Tyler's priority list. Now, I'm looking at this run, and I'm going, this is a pretty okay run so far. You know, and borderline is a big part of that, but overall, I'm pretty content with where this run's going. I've already forgotten that I'm lost, and I haven't been hit, you know, once on this run. That's pretty good. I know that I'll eventually get hit, and I just have to keep reminding myself that I am actually the lost. And unlike a run where I have to go for post-its, if we get Dark Judas, if we get Lazrags, anything like that, what do I care? Turn me into a person that actually has HP. I don't need to stay as the lost. You know, I want to stay as the lost. I want to accomplish a greatness with the lost, but I also don't really have the desire to stress myself out to a supreme on today's Isaac run. So if you want to give me an item like any of those 2 that I just listed, or also the Ankh, even though the Ankh I don't really care for, then you know what? I would love it. Dark Judas especially, because it gives me a very nice damage upgrade. But you know what? I'm not going to point fingers and ask for anything. I'm just going to continue to play. My Isaac run is going pretty damn okay. Rainbow Baby. That's kind of the opposite of okay, if I'm being honest with you. But you know what? That's okay as well. Where's our shop? We have enough money to bomb a donation machine and utilize our shop. So I'm going to definitely go to it. And something like Champion Belt would be very good for us right now. Give ourselves a little bit of a boost in the damage department. Also, something like BFFs would be very good. It would do a plus on our finger, I believe. It would do a plus on our orbital. And it would also affect Rainbow Baby. Not that he's doing a whole hell of a lot of anything for us, but he still does a little bit. And in that case, it is worth utilizing him. So, BFFs would be great. I mean, Hive Mind for the future, maybe. Honestly, I am looking for better spacebar items, so if you want to give me one of those as well, that'd be fine. But we'll see what happens. Super Secret Room contains money. Money is the spice of life for me, especially in the wanting to go to the shop scenario that I literally just spent a good minute and a half battling about. So, it's good. We still have not been hit. At least I don't think. If I was hit, then I didn't notice, and then therefore could have been a hit away from death numerous times and just ignored it. 67% chance of a deal with the devil. That's pretty good, man, honestly. And if we can get a deal on this floor and then start creating ourselves a damage run, I would be happy. Potato peeler. Not even positive that does anything for us. So I'm just going to leave that shop be, pretend that it didn't happen, and move on with my day. So let's go to our boss. Boss is the Husk, which is pretty easy to defeat, honestly. It's more just crowd control that I'm concerned about with this guy, but, you know, I'm trying to create conversation about Isaac gameplay here. Fact of the matter is, Husk is a pretty easy enemy to defeat. Toothpicks is an incredible item. We get a deal and we get all kinds of special stuff. I have no idea if Mom's Knife synergizes. So, do you? No, you do not. Therefore, we remove Mom's Knife. Okay, and then we will take this, and then we're slowly on our way to the Bookworm transformation, which is okay. And yeah, I'll take Necronomicon, I think. I'm just going to make my water breaks occur in between floors, and that will be a good thing. What happens is when you actually exercise, yeah, I know, I actually exercised today. When you exercise, your body craves water. So when you finish exercising and then go, I know, let's do an Isaac run, you're kind of like, I need water. So if I stop for water more often in this one, oh my god, Borderline plus a tier effect, or tiers upgrade is so good right now. But don't mind me if I have to take water breaks. I'm kind of like an elephant. I gotta hit the watering hole. I'm actually nothing at all like an elephant, but it's neither here nor there. Let's go right. Looks like we already found our shop early, and shops have been pretty bad for us so far, but we've at least been getting... this is not even a shop. This is a double bomb room, which we cannot access right now because I don't have a second bomb. So when we do get a second bomb, we'll pop in there. But shops have not been great for us. I'm hoping that they get better in the future because we're getting a decent amount of money on this run. We just can't make anything of it. Seraphim is okay. I don't know if what familiars count towards the transformation, conjoined transformation, but we are stacking up familiars right now. So if you want to give me conjoined, I feel like that would result in a lot of stupid tears all over the screen. With Borderline, that sounds like a good time to me. Where the hell is the last guy? There he is. Hello, my good friend. Good night to you. 1 penny is okay. I know you guys can't see right now. It's freakishly dark in this floor. And that is a little bit annoying for you, I'm sure. I do still want to explore the rest of this floor, but let's fight the boss. It's Gertie. Gertie's never done anything to me that I can feel sad or alarmed about. And especially this version of Gordy? You know, this version of Gordy. It's the pumpkin boss, Gordy. But he's never done anything too spectacular. He's now dead. Good night, my good friend. More money. And also another deal with the devil. Starting to get ridiculous. Yeah, we'll take pretty much everything. We've gotten 8 items from Deal with the Devils, and none of them have been right, like, knock me in the head good. Which is a little bit frustrating, but we'll make do. Hopefully that just means that we have many, many good ones to come in the future. I like the fact that we have a guppy item, because it makes the ability to get guppy items in the future a little bit more important. I had a feeling, oh my god, that's a lot of enemies. I had a feeling that was going to spawn some. Let's just sneak through here real quick. Honestly, Temperance gives us more benefit than the other crap, so we'll take this. And then we'll chuck down the machine right here and then blow it up. So, 1/2 red heart, thanks a ton. This is going to be a crawl space. A black market is beyond huge. You didn't do it. Instead, you gave me a weird room. I do love the fact that revamped special rooms changes up these rooms. It's a pretty cool thing. Now, there's no, like, exit out of here, right? No exit out of here. Just wanted to make sure, just in case there was actually a black market, but a little bit different. I wanted to see. And I still like, this guy looks like the Joker a little bit. So we will costumize ourselves like that. Tears up, thanks a ton. Now we know that for future. And really, I just want to find the shop. So we're going to continue to search around here. And we know it's this direction. It's just a matter of making it there. We have a lot of champion enemies on this floor. We don't have champion bell. I know I talked about wanting it, but I also, like, I don't know if it's just my eyes. I can't see anything in this room right now. Just pop Necronomicon and let them kill people. Thank you very much. I'm not usually a big fan of Necronomicon. I don't think anybody really is. But when you don't really have a spacebar item, you know, it has value. I'm not going to deny that in the slightest. You know, it's not the best spacebar item. I wish the charge was a little bit lower on it. But it still does the job. You know, it can clear out a room. That's all I want it to do. Clear out a room. And otherwise, we're doing pretty okay. Shop. Finally. Thank the freaking Lord. I thought we were going to have to travel another 1,000 miles just to get to it. Because I would walk 5,000 miles. That's a 100,000 miles joke. What the hell's the name of the song? I would walk 10,000 miles. Is that it? How many miles is it? Is it Miles Turner, starting power forward for the Indiana Pacers? I have no idea which miles this is. I could look it up, but that also requires me to not be lazy. And I am pretty lazy. Alright, well, we're going to slowly make our way to the next floor. I'm going to take a sip of water. And we are going to have a good time. Alright, let's head down. Still looking for a better spacebar item. Still looking for guppy items. Still looking for synergizers to go with our borderline here. Honestly, I'm looking for familiars. If you want to give me some familiars that can give us a conjoined borderline situation, I'd be happy with that. Other than that, just continue to give me what you've already given me, because we got a pretty decent run going right now. And I still got to remember that I'm the Lost. Holy Mantle helps, but we're still the Lost, and that can be very, very sketchy for our run. And I think I don't need to inform any of you that you have played Isaac probably at least once in your life. If you haven't, you know, I recommend picking it up. I only have about 500 hours in it, so it's an okay game. Not the best I've played, but, you know, it's okay. I'm being facetious. It's a pretty good game. Another deal with the devil. Now, these are the ones I'm talking about. Give me that dope damage. Give me that dope tears up. And now we're going to be firing shots out like it's our job. I do feel like we lost a little bit of the power of Borderline by picking up Spectral Tears, because otherwise, and by picking up Spectral Tears, I mean starting with it, but every shot will usually bounce off the walls and do a beautiful, alright, a little bit ridiculous, do a beautiful bounce back, destroy things kind of scenario. But no, you're still seeing the power of it, and it's still helping us out a good amount on this run. Please give me Small Rock. He has not done it, but instead he gave us Justice, which, you know, except for that Troll Bomb, I can understand how it could be good. Crooked Penny. You gotta, right? You gotta go weird, go big, or go home. We're probably gonna go home, but I'm down for trying. Telepills. Teleport me to the boss fight. Honestly, hard for me to be upset about that. I don't really need anything else on this floor. So we now have an off-chance ability to make it to boss rush on this run because of a lucky teleport that allowed us to skip a lot of rooms. We did not go to our item room. Never mind, we're going back. Little Gish, he's okay. He is a familiar, but I don't think he counts towards conjoined, so I can't really say too much here. But let's go find our item room. It is important. I don't need to tell you that. Okay, well, let's just continue on this way. Hello, ghosts. I really want there to be a mod that makes ghosts similar to the Super Mario ghosts, I feel like there was something in the process with that. Was it Mad Dogs that was doing something like that? It might have been. I'm excited to play Mad Dogs' thing when it comes out. He's making a little mini mod pack. I'm quite excited for it. Mad Dogs is the mad man. Oh yeah. I will absolutely... Okay, that actually, like, barely benefited us and instead lowered our damage. So thanks a ton, Skinny Odd Mushroom, for being a pain in the rear. Let's just head down. Boss rush is a damn near impossibility in my opinion right now. It's not impossible, but for how we were playing on this run and our current damage setup, I don't see it happening. We did slam our body into a spike right there, but didn't affect us a whole hell of a lot, so it's hard for me to be mad. We gotta find a good time to use Crooked Penny. What is that good time? I don't know yet, honestly. I think that a deal with the devil where we don't necessarily need the items could be a good place. You know, a time where you benefit from it, but you don't necessarily need it could be good. Shops in which we don't have money to spend on items could be good, except we do have the money to spend on the items right now, so that kind of becomes a bit of a moot point. Runes. Blank rune and alges. You gotta roll alges. Could be very useful in certain scenarios. We're probably not making it to boss rush. That pains me to say it, because I want to, but I don't really see it happening. I do actually want to go back, though, and bomb that beggar. We could literally just bum rush boss rush right now, but what is the point when we don't even have a teleport? I mean, one point is we have Crooked Penny, which could give us every item in boss rush if we wanted. The other painful scenario is, though, we have to fight boss rush. I would rather get the item room and shop, and then if there's still a chance, do it. I don't know, let's come in here first. I mean, yeah, Bogo Bombs, Placebo. I mean, we do have the Tears Up pill, so that could be great. I mean, I did manage to actually just get this. Take Crooked Penny. Wheel of Fortune. What are you? Wheel of Fortune? I should have known that. Bomb both of those. Get stuff. I mean... I don't want to go to boss rush. It's not worth it. Let's go find our item room, and then make our way back. It's just not a smart idea to possibly make it into boss rush. We can't even see what all the items are. And honestly, we don't even have a charge for Crooked Penny right now, so there's no point. I know a lot of people are going to be like, you know, that sucks. But you know what? You suck, so it kind of works out in the end. One Spirit Heart. Thanks a ton for literally nothing in life. I appreciate it. I am going to take Pulse Worm. My reasoning being, it looks cool. And if it looks cool, chances are it also is okay for us. And in this case, I think it is. And then here's our item room. Item room contains Epic Fetus. I mean, I don't want this, honestly. So I'm going to remove it. We want to be showcased in Borderline here. And if there ain't no synergy, there ain't no rest for the wicked. That doesn't make any sense, but, you know, song references are my jam, so we're going to continue to do them. Let's go fight Mom. And get the hell out of here and get down to the womb on this damn deer run. Damn deer. You know, when you're on the highway, and then all of a sudden a deer jumps in front of your car. Damn, deer. Alright, let's fight Mom. 85% chance with Deal with the Devil. I've never felt much better about one. I love the amount of shots that just, like, pop out when we fire and hit somebody. It's quite satisfying. And so far, Borderline has proven to be a pretty fun mod. It doesn't really do a ton. It just does enough to be powerful and still very good. So I'm a very big fan. 85% chance, didn't get a deal with the devil. What the hell is life anymore? Let's head down to the next floor. We'll for sure get one on this floor, likely. Yeah, one Hana. And that is good. Well, we're only going to get one more deal, though, because we are on the Womb XL. So that's a little bit frustrating. Although Womb XL does mean that I'm one step closer to going and eating a sandwich because I have the time to now. So that is good. Sandwiches are the bomb, man. If I could literally eat one food for the rest of my life, there's a decent chance I would go with just the generic sandwich, because then you have the freedom to put anything on it. Now, granted, some people are going to be like, okay, Tyler, you can't really have a pork lo mein sandwich, which is another one of my favorite foods. But to you, I say, Pshaw, I will make whatever sandwich I want to make. And I will make that lo mein sandwich if that's what I want to eat. It's a sandwich. The only thing that is needed by sandwich is some form of, ooh, thank you very much, some form of something in between two slices of bread. So you know what? Lo mein in between two slices of bread. Works for me. Maybe make like a rice bread. I don't even know if that's possible. Probably not. I know you can make rice paper, but I don't know if that counts as bread per se. I feel like you probably need the wheat and the gluten. I'm not positive if that's actually like the correct way of saying that. I really don't think it is. Gluten is found in wheat, correct? I don't know, man. Let's make our way back here. I'm lucky we found, or I'm happy, and also lucky that we found ceremonial robes. That's going to be very good for us. An Emperor card. Well, don't mind if I do, honestly. If we want to work back in order to go get that Algiz rune, we can, but I'm honestly like, I feel on top of the world Imagine Dragon style right now with this run. So I don't even know if I'm going to go back for it. We're somehow like doing incredible on a lost run, and I just feel good about life. So why break it when it's already fixed? That's a weird way of saying the quote that I said a few minutes ago. I don't think anything hit us right there, but I'm a little bit alarmed now. So I'm going to play it safe. These tiers are starting to obstruct my vision, which, you know, it's not the end of the world, but it kind of is. I literally cannot see. I think I was hit. Yeah, we're dead. You know what? I tried. I tried very, very hard. Here's what we're going to do. Let's showcase some more stuff with Borderline. Let's give ourselves it. You know what? Let's actually, I'm going to pop out and then start a new run just with Isaac. So you can see what happens when it hits the wall. So give item, Borderline. Here's what it normally does when it hits walls. So then what I want to see is what happens with soy milk. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that a fair bit. I've heard the compound fracture will break the game. So compound fracture. I feel like plus soy milk is a horrible idea. So let's pop into a room with enemies and then try this out. Okay, I said room with enemies. What's in here? I mean, we don't really need that. Room with enemies. Okay, yeah, I dropped down to about 2 FPS right now. I'm not firing right now, and they're still just going all over. It's not really dealing much damage. It's just flying shots around the room. They're still going. I'm not firing right now. This is definitely unique. The floor is being covered in bone shards. It's good. Holy crap, it's still going. Yeah, nope, still going. It really likes the top right over there. This is definitely a little bit weird, I'd say. Yeah. I don't know how I'm getting out of here. These enemies are never going to die. I'm going to do a debug 10, which will just quick kill everything. And then I'm going to get the hell out of that room. Let's see what Brimstone does. Brimstone? Do you do anything? No, it doesn't appear you do. That's okay. What about an item like Ludo? I feel like that won't do anything. But you know what? I forgot to turn off this. Let's try this. Yeah, it does actually like chuck out things in different directions. That's kind of cool. I like that. I mean, it's obviously a very good synergy with soy milk and compound fracture to begin with. But I kind of like the fact that it just chucks out stuff in all which directions. Actually very powerful. It's pretty cool. I like that a good amount. Who knew that soy milk compound fracture Ludo would be so good? But there you go. that's going to do it for the Borderline mod. I feel like I showed it off pretty well. Shame we died on Mom, but we were playing as Lost. I can't really say too much about that. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to check out the mod in the description down below. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!